Hey guys, so this is my F350 turbo diesel. I've had it for about 2 years now. I just added the lights on the hood, and you can see I changed the front, the headlights, the bottom lights down there on a clicker. I can change those up. The brackets that I put on, I wanted something unique and different. Everybody puts the light bar up at the top, the big long light bar. It looks good, but right now I can't do that, and I can't put a lift on this truck because I won't be able to fit in my parking garage in my apartment complex. And I'm not parking on the street because I've seen too many people hit the cars on the streets. I'm gonna wait until I move out of that apartment complex, and I want to put a roof rack up on the top, and add some lights up at the top. But so I wanted something different, so I added these 4 lights that I put on the hood. I used the brackets that I used were meant for Jeeps. Instead of them being upright like this, I went ahead and I laid them down like that. And then I had some other brackets that I added on this top one up here, so that you can rotate it left or right or up and down. That way, if I'm at a lake or camping or something like that, I can get some more light to the left or the right. So I'm here at the Lowe's parking lot. It's right next to a airport. I generally work at the Lowe's parking lot or at my apartment, depending on what I'm working on. I don't want to make too much noise because my parking spot is near a bunch of windows. I'm going to replace these mirrors. I think they're really ugly. It's like half oval, and then it curves, and it's just, I hate it. This one on this side, they both have scratches on them, which I had them, and this one, it's loose right here. So that bothers me. It doesn't look good either. These these mirrors, they're so big and they stick out so far that they get hit quite a bit. And it looks like these have gotten hit quite a bit before I bought them. I haven't hit anything with them yet. Alright, so I'm going to videotape the best I can. I don't have a stand or anything like that, but this is pretty much how you start. This is the passenger side of the Ford F350. This is you just pull this part off right here on the end, and it'll just slip right out. It only clipped on one spot on the top is the only clip on. You have a bolt here, and you have one down here underneath the light, behind the little light. So you just pop out the little light. My truck actually doesn't have the light, but anyways, pop that out, and those are the only 2 bolts that are holding up the frame. This guy right here, you just pull on this guy. There you go, and it just pops right off. So those, you take these off right here. This one you don't have to take off, but I do, and this one, okay. And then this is the bolt, this bolt, and there's 2 more bolts here that are holding up the mirror. So those are the other 2 that you have to take off. Alright, so the door panel is off. Even though I have a very dirty job, I'm a very clean person. So I usually take a little bit more detail in cleaning things, wiping all this down with wipes, cleaning this off and all around the edges, like getting all the dust off. The next step I need to do is take off the speaker. And that's just the 4 screws right there, and the wire connector is right there, so I just need to unplug that, and then I can take off the 4 bolts right here, and then I'll be able to pull that right out. Another tip I wanted to give you, say I got the speaker off, and this is unplugged. Another tip I wanted to give you, when you're taking these off, be careful you don't end up dropping them down at the bottom of the door. any kind of magnet, you'll be able to get it out, but it's just one less thing you really have to worry about. What I usually do is I'll unscrew it just like this, and once you can feel it loose, tip it up just like that, and you got it. Now the bolts, okay, so as you can see, the original bolts have a bigger washer. So I went ahead and I'm just using the bigger washer. I like that. I feel a little safer than these other ones that are much smaller. So you can use the original washers. Another tip, roll down your window, at least so you can get your hand in there. When I did the driver's side, I didn't roll down the window, so I actually had to reach my hand over the top to hold on to the mirror as I was unscrewing it myself. Now, these mirrors, make sure before you go to screw them in that they fit properly. The top for the F350s, at least mine, there's this little plastic piece up at the top corner right up here. You have to take this off to see it. It's, sorry about the bad, I'm trying to do two things at once. Right there. This piece right here, you have to take that off. It bumps the top, it's not flush. So I just use some pliers and just take it off. So again, here you can see all this dirt and sand. Just clean all this off. That way when you put the new one on, it's gonna be, oh man, this must be from four-wheeling or something. That way it'll be nice and flush. You'll have a nice clean piece. Alright, so the new one's ready to be put on, and then I can put everything back together. So it's on. So another tip when you're screwing these in, screw them in lightly. Start with the top one and then go to these bottom ones, but don't tighten them all the way, because there's the cushion on the inside, the sealer, and you want this top part right here to be even. You want this even and flush. If it's not even and flush, if you tighten the ones on the bottom too much, then it's gonna have a hard time gripping on the top, and you don't want to snap anything. So make sure that you tighten the top one the most, and then go from here to here. And I went around probably about 5 times. I did a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there, and then I just kept going until it was completely tight. And now I'm gonna put everything back together. All right, so I'm all done. Just adjusting the mirrors right now. It's this lower mirror right here is great. It's twice the size of the last one, so I can see so much more on the ground and my tires, and when I'm backing up, I know that's gonna help out a lot. So it's these mirrors, I really like these mirrors. Just wanted to say thank you for watching, and please subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And just wanted to put this video out there for those that were asking. I was mentioning on one of my games that I was replacing the mirror. So here's the video for you, and hope you enjoyed it.